world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being in denial, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the day and in and now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being in denial, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the day and in and now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being in denial, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the day and in and now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being in denial, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the day and in and now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We living in a world gone wild.
All right, welcome to Vocal Impact. This is another episode of the Home of the Vocal Roller Coaster. I am your host, KG. We're back with another man. How y'all doing today?
What's going on, bro?
Doing good.
It's Friday. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got some guests today, man, and today what we're going to be talking about is one of the hottest topics out here right now is passport boys. Passport bros, passport people, whatever you want to call them. That's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
So, in start, seems like a lot of men now are starting to leave the United States, and they're going overseas, and they're looking for women to wife, bring back here, or even stay over there to wife. And the situation now is that a lot of women are angry that these men are going overseas to do this. So we're going to be discussing this today. So with that being said, how do y'all feel about the passport?
Who want to take first shot at it?
Now, I can take first shot coming from experience being a person who lived overseas. So I lived overseas. I was in the military. Now, I wasn't a passport bro, but I was overseas. So being someone who's been overseas, I've seen how women overseas act when it comes to American, especially American black men. They love us over there, right? So as a black man in the military, if you like black women overseas, it makes it easier to deal with them because they don't have very many options because a lot of black women like black men. So they'll deal with the black men that are over there. They're a lot more susceptible to being agreeable, I guess.
Docile.
You know what I mean? Because the competition over there is stiff for American black women being in the military. Because like in Europe, being in Europe, you can travel anywhere overseas. Like jump on the train, you can go meet any type of woman you want to meet over there. There's Africans, there's Turkish women, there's Arabian women, there's Chinese women, there's Austrian, you name it, you got it. German, French, Spain, Italy, I mean, you name it, you can go there and you can find you a woman. So it makes it a hard thing for a lot of black women overseas to get a black man because those women cater to it. So I understand why some of these men would want to go over there and deal with some of these women. But on the flip side of that, if you're using the reason that you're going overseas to find a wife is because black women and black women only, and I'm only talking to the brothers right now, then that's where I have a problem with you. I mean, I understand that you may have a preference, but to down every black woman, to me, is kind of shady to do. Every black woman does not fit in that boat to where you want to leave the United States to go find a woman. I know it's a lot of problems with black women. I'm not going to step back on that. It is. But at the same time, you cannot blame all black women for you wanting to leave the United States as a passport.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think it's just black women. I think it's women in general in America. I'll go ahead and say that.
I agree on that.
Like, it ain't even just black women. It's just like, they just don't understand the fact that, like, I'm coming here, I'm trying to, reach out to you, okay, let me just start it here. We hear a lot of women complain about dudes all the time, talking about, you guys do this and that, blah, blah. But the thing is, women have to pick the men that they are with. We have to, dudes have to go up to women and try to ask them out. It's up to them to accept, exactly. So it's on them whether, in the fact of if you pick it wrong, that's on you. So if you complaining about all this bullshit, there's plenty of dudes out there that will do you right You complain about what?
Well, they gotta change how they want in a guy. Because the guys that they want, you guys that they're doing is being successful, they may not want what you may offer or what you believe in.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
I definitely believe in that. Like, so if a guy do, she actually got to look at the guy. Is she ready to compromise some of the things she wants? But you know, I guess American women.
But then you gotta ask yourself, what are they compromising? What is this compromise?
I mean, it's expectation. Like a lot of women out here do have. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot of women. There's women out here that do have like unrealistic expectations.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
There it is.
see, like I kind of understand. I kind of understand both sides, but like me, I'm D1. Like I'm black first. So like seeing the shit does touch me in a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like I understand how women are in the United States. Not giving them no pass. Not giving them no pass. But we really gotta look at like some of the people, some of the men that we know. There's a lot of emotionally unintelligent men out here.
So what does that have to do with us? Like, I mean,
well, they was
go
raised by
ahead,
their
go ahead,
mama.
go ahead.
Okay, I guess the thing, I guess the thing would be in that case.
I'm gonna
would
answer
be-
your question in a minute.
I guess the thing in that case would be they cannot complain about men that they say they don't want. If you don't want me, you saying I'm the type of person you don't want, and then I'm deciding to leave the country to go find something else. Why are you worried about what I'm doing?
Exactly.
Why are you hating on that?
Exactly.
If I'm in the class of men you say you don't want. Now, what I find a lot of these women doing is that when they're talking about it online, and they're saying you're going to get these women who are uneducated, they're broke, and then this and that. When you're stereotyping these other countries because they look third world because of what you see on TV. But if you never left the United States, you really don't know how these other countries live. So you can't say that we're going, or these men are going over here and finding the forest of women who don't have anything. A lot of those women are very intelligent. A lot of those women are very educated. A lot of those women will love you. Now, has it happened? I've seen it being in the military. Marry a foreign girl, she get over here, then she leave your ass. That will happen. So to you passport bros.
Exactly.
So to you passport bros, be careful
That
who you
is-
go over there and pick, because she might get over here just to get that green card, marry, stay with you for a couple of years, and then she gonna find the real nigga she wants.
See, and that is exactly what I was going to talk about because, like, I mean, it's kind of like a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we complain about, which I go back and I know that they have unrealistic expectations, though, right? Right. Because dudes be feeling like a lot of these women are looking at them as a come up, right? Right?
They do.
They all
They
want
do.
a high value,
They
and
do.
like the cliche high value shit is like six figures.
I
You know
was-
what I'm saying? But hold on. So, but y'all gotta realize, them women over there is looking at you as the come up too. You know what I'm saying?
It depends.
Come on, man. Like my dude just said, hold on. Like my dude just said, they're highly educated.
It depends.
You know what I'm saying? They're highly educated.
I
You know,
think-
so they're smart.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
like,
smart. You're not dealing with
But-
dumb foreign women.
that's why you gotta be smart too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just
you
leave
can't
it.
be. You still gotta be smart too. You know what I'm saying?
It's a roll of the dice. I mean, but for real, if you're gonna go, I mean, hell, messing with anybody is a roll
Yeah,
of the dice.
yeah, really.
All right, let's put it that way. Messing with, but it's a roll of the dice when you step overseas and you start messing with foreign women. Because here's the thing: is if you're gonna be a passport bro, how long are you gonna be over there to get to know this woman? You gonna sit over there for a month and think she love you? You're a fool. You gotta really be over there for a while if you're gonna be a passport bro, and be in a relationship with this woman. Learn who this woman is and see if it's really real. And even then, you gotta hope that it's really real, because she can fake just as long as she needs you to get over here and get that car.
Because
Become an American citizen and
I'm
then
gonna
she
tell
out.
you,
It
bro.
happens, bro.
I'm gonna
You know what I'm
tell you, bro. Because like every country got their scammers. So, like, if you really ain't accustomed to their culture, bro, you don't, like, a lot of these dudes don't be knowing how these women be scamming on.
That's them.
You know what I'm saying? Like they do not know, because what's the stereotype for a scammer? A Nigerian, right?
And Indian people.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's
They be scamming just as much as Nigerians.
I mean that is what it is, but I mean, okay.
everybody got your
Do
scammer
you
class,
okay,
bro.
do
know
you
what I'm saying?
disagree with men who go overseas to find women? As a man,
I don't.
do you disagree with them? Yes or no? Do you disagree with them?
Bro, I'm like 50-50 because, like I said, I'm black first. Like,
There's black women overseas.
Yeah, they are. They
Okay.
in Ghana.
I
They
mean-
in Ethiopia.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
everywhere.
They bad.
He said it so nonchalantly, right?
that.
It was
So I'm gonna ask y'all just to see. This is how I'm taking it. So basically, the passport boys, with them leaving, is that basically saying that the women around the world, when they come, does the passport boys look desperate, like they just tired of American women, and they think that they're gonna go over there and just, I guess, enslave or find a woman?
No,
Are they really playing
they're
the
looking
game?
for culture, man. When they're, the passport cats, when they leave in here, man, they're looking for women with a culture of treating them, man,
you know what I'm saying?
based on, you know, being a submissive woman with all the arguing, all the I'm not finished and all that stuff. That's what they're looking for. Now, it's not necessarily a woman who shuts up, but it's a woman who listens. And that's the thing.
That's the difference.
This is like
That's the thing, yeah. That's what they're looking for.
That's the difference.
You know, someone who's going to follow the lead of somebody who can lead. We're not just talking, because you think about it. A lot of these women who are mad at these passport dudes, they're like, oh, they're broken. You can't be broke to go travel to another country, bro, and stay there for a while to meet a woman and then have enough money to bring her ass back here. You are not a broke dude to do that. So if you are capable of leaving this country, more power to you, bro. Because you have the means to do it. But for women to be mad about men who say they don't want to leave the country, why are you mad that men are bragging that they're leaving the country when you don't want these guys in the first place? These are the guys you say you didn't want. That's why they feel neglected, not wanted. They've been mistreated by the women that they have been with. So they decide, hey, I don't want to deal with this no more. Let me try something different. They're leaving, they're bragging about it, they're showing it on the internet, and women are mad about it. But if you don't want these dudes in the first place, what are you mad
So
about?
I think
okay, so your point is, what is a traditional woman in America today? What is a traditional woman? And what is tradition to these women?
Hey, but you know what though?
I can answer that.
In response to what?
I can answer that.
I'm ready.
In response to what my dude just said here, like I did have a homie, man, he hit me with this one day. It's like the problem is you have modern women that want traditional men, and like that will
You know where it
never
comes from,
work.
though?
You know what I'm saying? Feminist movement.
No.
What?
I mean, that's partially.
Yeah.
Partially, but I think just from what I see, you know, it comes from like the movement of women trying to get more power within countries. You know, like back in the 50s and 40s and everything, they had no power.
You
There's
don't
a lot
call
they
it
couldn't do and stuff like that, right?
But you don't call that feminism though?
Just hear me out real quick. Just hear me out. Then, as years went by, they started getting more and more rights, right? Because back then it was all about tradition. Like they married somebody who's like, oh, you keep your ass in the house. You gonna wash the dishes, clean and cook and blah, blah, blah. You don't need no job. You don't need to go to college. I'm handling all this here. Now, women are going to college. Not only are they going to college, they have a higher percentage of getting degrees today. Like, women have more degrees than any man in America.
But the degrees they got don't really count for anything that a man wants or anything that really contributes to building this fact, to keeping this society going. Now, what I mean by that is the majority of these women are getting degrees in social work and stuff like that. They're not getting degrees in electronics, technology, or anything that's industrial. There's very few women who are carpenters, very few women who work in construction, very few women who do anything like that. So the degrees that they're getting are not anything that is actually keeping society going on a constant basis.
Right.
I mean,
Just looks good on
So
paper.
and I mean by the infrastructure. So that brings into the equality of the gap of pay. Okay, if you're not in the high-paying jobs, there's not very many coal-miner women. So if you're not in a high-paying job that men are in, so how could you complain about a wage gap when you don't do the dangerous jobs that men do? There you go. So therefore, if you want to flex the job and your degree that you have, and you throw that in a man's face, and that makes you who the woman that you think you are, that's fine. You can do that. But you understand that there's a lot of men out here who really don't give a damn about your degree.
You guys don't care about
nor your money.
you at all.
And American women like to flex that on men nowadays. They like to flex what they have, and none of that really matters to us at the end of the day. Not to a man who has. A man who has don't care what you have. Because what you don't have, I can give you everything that you don't and ever dreamed of, because I'm a man that has. If I don't have that, then there's a problem. But as a woman, I don't care what you have, whether he has it or not, a man don't care. A man don't care. You can have more than him, but a man will not be intimidated by that. He don't care that you make more money than him, because he's a man. The problem is that you keep flexing that in his face, he's going to want to roll. And if he continues to run into that, which we run into, no matter what race you are in America, in the United States, all these women think the same in a lot of cases when it comes to money, then they're gonna bounce out. Why would they deal with you? If they have the money and you don't think they do or whatever, they can bounce out and go get another woman. Go do it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where that problem comes in when I was explaining earlier. Like, since now they have this money and stuff like that, and they still want that tradition, even though they're able to make more money because they're able to do more with these degrees and stuff like that. But then it's like, they give the due, they want their money and they want your money. They want you to spend money on them, and they don't want to appreciate the person that they with. So it's
Treat them like a queen. Treat them like a queen.
They want that's where that tradition with, still, I want you to do all this stuff for me, but
do everything.
they don't want to do nothing back.
Exactly.
So it's like, what the fuck? So that's what I feel a lot of these dudes are going through, and they're like, man, I'm tired of this bullshit. So let me go and bounce to somewhere where the women are going to appreciate me.
And it's not necessary that these passport dudes is going to find somebody when they leave. They're just leaving in hopes that they find somebody. It's not necessarily they're going to leave and just, I landed in Brazil, now I'm coming back with her. No, he's hoping that he finds somebody that he can vibe with and hopefully either stay there with or come back here and have a relationship with. But you're still taking a shot in the dark when y'all do that.
I would say this, though. I would say this. Because I've talked to a few women from overseas.
Right.
And they are pretty legit. The ones I spoke to. I spoke to a lady, she was Chinese. She had money. She was making $300K a year already. And she was like, she was falling in love. Like, it's just different. The way they appreciate you. They're like, you talk to them. It's not about like, oh, money. They just want somebody.
They're not material. They're about.
It's just, I mean, from the women, I was like, but don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. It's just like, there's always going to be women that are going to be like American women in other countries, but it's more different because based off their culture. You know, but you're gonna find the same thing everywhere. It might not be as abundant, I would say.
And just know, as a black American man in the United States, you're coming from this country, when you go to pretty much any country, there are gonna be women there that want you. Like, just off the bat.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, a nigga better not come back with no fat line or nothing like that with as many black women that are on the thing.
You come back with whoever makes
like
whoever treat him right, bro.
That's my thing. Like,
hey, if he got to come back with a skinny chick,
yeah, like we always gonna like, yeah, like, but like I said, like me, I'm B1. I'm black first. I'm black first.
They black too.
So that's where I stand at. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's cool.
Yeah,
but
if
he find a white chick, a Chinese chick, I don't care what chick the dude find. If that's what he's gonna be happy with, be happy with it. If that's what makes you happy, just don't down your own race when you find this chick. Now I'm fine with you being with whoever, but I'm not fine with you dogging black women. or a white man dogging white women, or a white woman dogging white
Dogging
women.
anyone.
If you are a race and you dogging your own race and saying you dating outside your race because of your race, then you are a damn idiot. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Okay. Before
My own thing, she's got to be fine.
okay.
Straight up.
Before you go and save all the races, I'm gonna go back to these black women in America. Now, obviously, do you think it was a collective idea for them to come and want this shit, or do you think they got leaders who planting this sort of image into their mind that they're buying into through its movies, whether it's music or whatever? Because it's just kind of crazy to grow up dependent on men, and then over a period of time, it's like, we don't really fucking need you, but yet they still need us because they really can't build shit. They just pumped up on the money. Do they believe, like, who's their leader? Is it one of them or the collective? Why are they acting like this shit? Like, guys really ain't shit. And they need us. Like, you know how it goes. Maybe it was TV.
No, what's fucked up is I actually understood what the nigga was asking.
I get it. I think there's a number of different factors that come into play. I mean, that's part of it. And then, like,
Media, social media,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think,
social
who
media.
is
every
the
chick
main
is
leader?
bad.
Like-
Every chick is a
boss.
Instagram model. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
chick is a boss now.
You know,
Like,
they're all
gotta have
too
a
bad to
leader,
talk
they
to.
think.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
You can't talk. They all got OnlyFans, making that OnlyFans money. You got dudes simping and paying them money and shit like that. So, you know, that's just what it is.
And then speaking
no
of
Hey,
that,
goddamn, that's a hell of a blanket statement for
Yeah,
like
cause-
all of
yeah,
the.
because
you
they
know
have,
what I'm
so
saying?
basically
Like
have
that's a
no
hell
leader.
of a fucking blanket statement, man. That's almost like to me, I got daughters too. You know what I'm saying? So like me, like it's like painting, which is some shit that I heard. Them painting all black men is like a Pookie and a Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? So to describe that to them is almost the same thing. Like what's fucked up is that it's the fact that like black men have been under attack in the United States since about the 1970s. You know what I'm saying?
black man being
No, I'm talking about. No, like listen to what I'm saying though. Listen to what I'm saying though. Like I understand that part, but like since the civil rights movement, there's been like the agenda has heightened.
Stick my ass over here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
the agenda for the attack on black masculinity has been like heightened. You know what I'm saying? Because it was black men that was leading the civil rights movement. You know what I'm saying? Black men leading the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Coattail pro.
But
like,
that,
yeah,
it was
I
black
understand.
men leading the household.
Exactly. Like in that whole fucking era. Because think about this though. Since then, back in, like let's say 1961, black household was, black people had the highest rate of marriage, lowest rate of divorce. Actual fucking statistics.
They still do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The highest rate of marriage.
They still do.
That's
They
propaganda.
still do.
Yeah.
They still do.
It's just the whole diet. I mean, sorry.
But right now though, right now, bleep. You have to
You get stuck down, then you get stuck up.
But nah though. Like prior to that, you had a bunch of shit happen. Like the government institute welfare, pay black women to keep black men out of the household.
I mean, it's been
Around that time, yeah. And then at the same time, you had the deindustrialization of the black neighborhood, which means that they took the fucking trades out of the high school because black people were on they shit. Hold on, bro. Let me land. Like no. It's
Bring it back to Passport Bros. Bring your point back to Passport Bros.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah.
This is a whole holding the thing now. If we're using that, if we're gonna use that as in form of
right,
what we're
well,
talking about the passport, bro.
This is what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna bring it back
to what happened back then to where it's now.
Yeah, I'm a.
Circle that back.
Like we went from being the highest rate of marriage within our community to the lowest.
No, we still the high.
Negative. You got to
No,
provide. You got to provide me with the stats for that.
Well, as far as black people being married, no. Black men being married, yes. But
I'm talking about black couples.
Yeah, now
black couples.
I would say women are the ones that
not happening right now.
Have the highest percentage of getting divorced.
Because
divorcing a man.
Black women got the lowest rate of marriage though.
I'm saying
black women have the low that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about us. Y'all talking about the whole.
No, I'm talking about black. I'm talking about black on black. Black on black.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking black on black.
We're not the highest.
I'm talking black on black.
Well, I can agree.
Like right now, the American black woman is the least likely to get married, bro. Like the statistics are out there.
Yeah, because we got passport
these statistics are out there.
That's not why.
You know what I'm saying?
It has nothing to do with passport bros.
I seen it.
Why they're not getting married.
Statistic, but.
It has nothing to do with why they're not being married.
Brothers not marrying women no more over here.
Men are not. Look. Okay, when we're talking about passport bros, it's not just black men. There's a lot of American men leaving the country right now to go find other women. Because it's white women, it's Mexican women, it's black women, it's Puerto Rican women. It's every woman that was born and raised and bred around this country is what men are trying to leave right now. So it really
then I gotta apologize on that because like my scope has been fucking. You know what I'm saying?
It's not in the scope of things. It's not a racial thing because a whole bunch of people doing it. But us being black men, speaking on black men doing it and dealing with black women, that's where our perspective can be a little bit different when we're talking about black men leaving the country dealing with black women. But
that's exactly what I was.
On the scale,
it was three of us talking about that.
But on the scale, though, on the whole scale, whether it's black, white, whatever.
I don't know what white dudes be doing. I don't know what none of them motherfuckers
been leaving before the
white dudes leaving, everybody leaving. You know, at this point. But you know what kills me is that because we have the internet now, is why this is popular to people, but. This has been going on for the longest.
Hell yeah.
Dudes have always left this country, mail order wives and all that crap. It has always happened for men to find foreign women that they felt like they were treated better, and they kept them. And like you said, military too. Even in the military. I know cats who done stayed overseas. They went over there and got out the military and stayed over there with the woman that they found. I know cats who've done that too. So, I mean, as a person who's traveled and seen how men are treated, especially us being black, especially American black men, it's a lot easier for us to leave this country and find a woman, you know, in damn near any culture, because we're probably the most revered men on this earth. I mean, that is just the truth of it. It's not even just that. The American black man has set the tone for the world. The American black woman has set the tone for the world. Everything in our culture, every other culture. I mean, there's Iranians rapping. They do everything we do. But when a black man leaves this country and steps into another country, it's more than likely he'll be able to find some woman there that likes him. Period. Point blank. No matter what country it is.
All right. So like right now, are we talking about black men? Because like I can't talk about no other race of people. Come on. Like
I'm just saying. Black men making it easier.
You know what I be doing on the daily. So like that's where my scope is.
In general, it's not a racial thing as far as the passport boys go. Bros, niggas, whoever you want to call them. Generally, it's not a race thing because every man that's in the United States that has the capability of leaving this country with a passport is leaving this country with a passport and getting a woman.
So I go back to my original point to where it's fucking feminism. It's fucking feminism, bro.
Women want to run.
It's like where like women want to be either where men are or above as far as like status. You know what I'm saying? And like that shit has taken over like everything. Like you can even look at how like our U.S. cabinet got filled. And when Biden got in office, a whole bunch of fucking women. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking diversity, equity, inclusion shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole fucking agenda, bro.
But how's
Like,
that have to do with passport bros?
that has
There's a lot of women
that's
feeling-
where the expectation is.
A lot
Like
of
women
women
is
are
acting
feeling
like they don't need
empowered.
men.
They're
So the
empowered,
men
right?
that they
The
want,
word is
it's
empowered.
like this fucking 1%.
The word
It's like
is
this
empowered.
fucking 1%. Because like women are like, yeah, like women don't need
They're
men no more.
empowered.
That's
The word
that's
is
how
empowered.
but this is how they're looking at it
The
though.
word is empowered. That's how they
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah,
Now,
bro, like,
now here's,
they
the,
be lying.
here's the thing. Why it's an actual delusion for women because, like you said, when you're sitting here and you're talking to a man and you're telling him, "Well, I got this, I got that, I did this, I did that. I don't need this, I don't need that." The man that you could have kept, you're probably not going to keep because you just talked yourself out of a relationship by flexing what you have to a man who really don't care what you have one way or the other. We don't care about your beliefs. We don't really care.
He like you, like.
Can you treat me the way that I want to be treated in whole, so I can treat you the way that you want to be treated in whole? The only difference is the way I want to be treated has nothing to do with monetary value. The way you want to be treated is you want to be showered in this and showered in that and this and that, but you're not accepting the reality of life that every man is not out here able to do that. He can shower you with the love you want, with the comfort you want, with the security you want. And the security, I'm not talking about money, because if y'all are both working, y'all can work together and build something. But you might talk yourself out of the next Facebook creator because he wasn't making money at the time. And then you know what? A year later, you might find out this dude just did something great. And now he's doing something big, but you didn't want to stick around because you didn't have vision, but he loved you. And now you treated him like crap. Now he done left and found him some foreign chick with his money in thousands and millions.
Tell my story.
Because you didn't treat him right.
Tell my story.
So does that make it? Does that wake up? Does that make it when you start talking down on him?
I know the dude. I know the dude.
Hey,
he ain't lying.
I'm just fan. Like,
he ain't lying.
Let me just speak for myself. Like, I've been with my share of women. You know what I'm saying?
Died, nigga. We got this shit on camera.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this. I've been with my share of women.
I'm a slow mo that.
Archive.
I've dated women.
Hey, nigga,
Just
that's
about every type of diversity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something where it's like, oh, you just couldn't get a woman or blah, blah, blah. No, that's not, it hasn't been like a major problem for me. It's just mainly like just finding a woman that wants what I want. And just like what you were explaining, the main thing I was hearing when you were explaining that, it's like women just want money and dudes want love. It's like, if we're talking about being appreciated and just having somebody to be there and just like love them and you know, come to a compromise of like life and someone to, you know, be with them through the rest of their, you know, children, family and all that stuff, and all they want is someone to spend money on them, it's like two different things. One is love, one is just like vanity.
What can you do for me? But
Yeah.
the thing is,
It's just,
I understand a woman wanting to have a man who can provide a life. That's understandable. But you have to understand that at this day and time, like the reality of life, the majority of people, it takes two people to live nowadays. Comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, even in a one-bedroom apartment nowadays with the cost of things, it takes more than one person. So, with that being said, these women are living a dream. Like you hear some of these women say what they want in a man and how much they want him to make. And it's like, are you serious? Do you even make that amount of money? So now, even though this guy, now you know what? Somebody explain.
I dealt with that with a woman.
Let me explain something to y'all real quick, and I've explained this before, right? Okay, so you want a man that's making six figures. So let's just say he's making $150,000, $200,000 a year, right? And he makes that money, but because he makes that amount of money, he's one of those guys who try to keep up with the Joneses. So now he's trying to live in this type of house, drive this type of car, wear these type of clothes, just to impress the women, do all of that. Now, basically, after the time that he spent all this money in the yearly things that he's racked up, he's no longer making $150,000. He's probably making about $70,000 or $80,000 because of the debt that he's created. On the flip side, you find a guy who's making $50,000 to $60,000 a year, but this guy knows how to spend his money, invest his money, save his money, and do the right thing with his money. Now he is equal to the guy who's making that amount of money because he does not know how to save it. Think about that.
Women don't think that far.
You understand what I'm saying? I may have a six-figure job. I may look like I'm living a six-figure life, but my credit may be shot to hell, and every month I'm struggling to keep up with this lifestyle that I'm trying to incorporate, and everybody's saying, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got women out here looking at that. They're not realizing that this dude is probably not the best dude for because he's trying to look like he's living a life rather than actually living a life. Like this guy here who's actually living a life and not trying to look it, he technically has more money than this dude because he knows how to save and do the right things with his money.
Women don't want to build with nobody.
Exactly. So therefore, you get that dude right there who's able to do right with his money. He's one of those passport bros who's able to do what he wants to do. He don't have to be making six figures. He just knows how to save, invest, and deal with his money to where he's capable of moving around the way he wants to move. Now, you just passed up a guy who could have gave you everything you wanted, but because he didn't set a certain profile that the U.S. standard sets, he's overseas getting another woman and get mad about it.
And there's only like, I believe it's 10% of people or men in America that make over 100,000.
1%. It ain't that many, man. It's not that many men in the United States. The majority of men in the United States barely make $30,000.
Yeah.
On a year.
Yeah.
They barely make that.
Yeah.
Like barely make that.
Yeah.
And this is a dude working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and he's barely making $30,000 a year. So therefore, the guys that are making over that amount and are able to take care of things,
They sacrifice the time.
Man, there's a lot of dudes out who look. Let me rewind that. Even the guys that are barely making $30,000 a year, that does not make him a bad guy. That does not make him not a good guy. That does not make him not a worthy guy. But these women don't see it as he's somebody to able to do something with or build with because he's not making enough money based on the standard that is set in the United States. But this could be the guy that gives you the life you want forever. Give you the love and all the affection, give you everything you want.
What do you think the median income for women is?
It can't be no more than that either.
I don't know, they get everything together.
So, like, let's say you
And there you
find a
go.
woman, like, you have a woman that makes probably like 55, right? And that's one that's doing good. You know what I'm saying? You get a man that's making 45, what do they make together?
I don't know. It depends on who's in the girl, who's spending
You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting close to like a
They don't
six-figure
care.
lifestyle.
They
You
want
know what I'm
somebody
saying?
who makes
But that's a joint account.
They're not seeing none of that.
Now that's provided both of y'all are responsible and able to compromise on how money is spent. Yeah, y'all are balling out of control right now together and living a life and building a life that you probably both want. But a lot of these women don't see building with the man who they feel they are more than because of the type of job and money.
You know the problem,
which makes
that's
you want
why-
to leave
but
and
you
go
know-
to another country, back to the
why I be
passport boys
saying
and bring
that-
it back around.
That's
You
why
know
I be
why?
saying, like, it's like, look at the shit that they pump in the media, though.
But you know
what I'm
why?
saying? Like, you got,
Go ahead.
and you got a Beyonce that's married, right? Making songs like all the single ladies. I can have another you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? The whole fucking Lemonade album. Promoting this like single independent lifestyle to women the whole time she fucking married. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an agenda behind the shit too. You know what I'm saying? But like there's a whole lot of shit that contributes to these fucked up expectations that like women be having for men.
Okay, and then when they have those expectations and the dude don't meet them, and then he says, okay, I don't meet your expectations, let me go find somebody that meets mine. Then how are you mad at him for you?
Okay, I just got a question. You know, I probably don't want to get off the topic, but I just want to know with the ratio of men to women, who really has the power and influence in the choice? Is it the women because there's more of them and there's less of us? So, or is it since it's less of us, you got a variety of women? Because I guess it goes back to we really don't care what they do or whatever.
And that always messes with me too, because like he does got a point. There's more women on earth than it is men.
Yeah.
Right?
But a woman to pass us up, and we'll laugh at them and go on right to the next. And my friends, we'll holler at them. Girls
In America, they're a minority though. You did what I'm saying? Like it's fucked up. Like in America, they still consider the minority.
But are they
But the thing
physically?
is,
I
we
see more
is
women.
that a lot of these women are dating the same dude. Because like you always hear about, oh, this dude, he cheated on me.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
4 or
blah.
5
And
of
then
them
their
fighting
friends
over
date
a
the
nigga.
same dude. It's like
Okay.
I mean,
Hey,
regardless of what goes
I
on,
feel you on that.
like regardless of what goes on at the end of the day, who they date, who we date, if you're not acting like somebody wants you to act in order for them to be with you, then they're gonna move on to a better situation for them. And at this day and time in this country, the better situation for a lot of men to do, as far as they see it, is to leave this country, because it's not that men don't want love, it's not that men don't want to settle down, it's not that men don't want to get married, because evidently they do. They just don't want to do it here.
because the women don't. They're
No
showing
respect.
they're showing that's what they're showing.
I
They're
think
showing that they don't want to.
No, I
No
think
respect.
I think the women here want to be married. I think they want to be wives. No, let me rephrase that. They want to be married. They don't want to be wives.
Exactly.
That's
This
the
is
thing.
everything.
They would like to have that title as being a wife, but they don't want to put in the work, nor the love, nor the sacrifice that it's going to take to be in a relationship with somebody that is not making a certain amount of money to give them a certain lifestyle that they dream of in their head that they think they deserve. Because every woman don't deserve to be showered in diamonds and pearls, ladies. I'm just letting you know that right now. A lot of y'all need to be showered in shit. But let me.
And again, back to my point, like
That's just the reality of it.
foreign woman I've dated have treated me a lot better. And I'm talking about foreign women that not from overseas. They live here. I dated a woman that was from West Africa, so she was black. I dated an Arabic.
I was just about to say, bro, that shit, that
like.
hey, bro had a champion, bro. He
I
did. I don't
mean,
know,
like,
you know,
I've
it didn't
dated
work out,
foreign
but
women,
she
you know
was
what
a
I'm saying?
very nice and
I was talking
cordial
to a
girl.
Chinese chick once, you know what I'm saying? And a Venezuelan chick, you know what I'm saying? And, like, conversation, and a Dominican chick, and conversations with them, just like everything's cool and chill. It's more of like appreciation and things like that. It's like a real relationship. It's not like, are you gonna buy me this? How much money you got? Blah blah blah. It's not. That don't even come up.
They're trying to get to know you rather than know your
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, that
Yeah, bro. I mean, like as far as like American, like assimilated foreigners, I done dated like, man, I done had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I understand, but like at the same time, bro, them women was fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? Like there was something off about them
not
too.
the ones I dated.
Obviously, the shit didn't work. Why ain't you still with them though?
Well,
Sometimes we do fucked up shit too.
Exactly. You
no,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
not.
Like
That's
that,
not what happened.
like that.
That's not what happened with my situation.
I mean, I'm just saying that.
I can tell you what.
Yeah, I mean, like if you want to put your business out there, I mean, it was rhetorical to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was rhetorical to me. But like, yeah.
I mean, however, you know, we don't
Like money, whatever.
At the end of the day,
I'm not
the question
locking
is,
down.
I'm gonna ask everybody this one question again before we shut this down. As a man, do you yourself have a problem with a man leaving this country to find another woman based on how the majority of people feel about women in this country? Do you have a problem with a man leaving? Yes or no?
Leave your comment.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
It's just a yes
I
or no.
mean, like in the big scheme of things, no. No, I
You?
don't.
I don't see any problem.
You already know.
All right. So, for all you passport homies out there, all we're saying is keep doing your thing, dog.
And be
Do what you gotta do.
Be safe.
Run,
Be
dog.
safe.
No,
Take condom.
no, look, the way
What's
it's
them
like
cheeks,
this,
Nelson?
That's
Wait.
right. Bring it back. Stunt.
for all the
in front of
dudes
these
who
women.
out there who feel that at this point in time that you need to leave this country to find a different woman, more power to you. If you're capable of doing that, just be careful what you're doing because foreign women will use you too. Not all of them, but just coming from experience, there's some that will do that. So be careful that's what you're doing. But you ladies out here, these are the men who you say you don't want. So if you don't want them, then why are you worried about them leaving the country to find another woman? Now, if you're saying because of this, saying I'm leaving because of y'all, I understand that. But at the same time, accept your truth. Because a lot of y'all are the reason that these men want to leave this country. Y'all don't know how to act. You don't want to listen. You don't want to be respectful. You rather listen and talk to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and every other thing before you talk to your man. And then wonder why that these men don't want to be with you. There are a lot of men who want to be married, and we're
We're living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being here now, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the then and the now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We're living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being here now, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the then and the now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We're living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being here now, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the then and the now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We're living in a world gone wild.
Ain't no point of being here now, cause we've been in there for a while. I'ma take you all through the then and the now, man, the world's on trial. I don't know how.
We're living in a world gone wild.